Hi everybody, it's Jariss George with Spinnaker Media. I'm here with
Connor.
I'm Luke.
and we're here to talk about some UNF students doing some extraordinary things here today. So tell me guys, I know you guys are a part of a band.
Yes.
Go ahead, tell me the name of the band.
Our band name is Yashira.
Yashira.
We're a metal band, so to speak, from Jacksonville. Started last July.
Nice.
And been going ever since. Just been uphill.
Awesome.
So, a lot of great stuff.
Well, we did hear about you guys taking a nice little trip to New York recently. You guys just came back. I know that was fun. We're going to go ahead and talk about that a little bit later. But let's go ahead and let's just kind of get a good overview as far as what you guys do now. You said you do like rock.
For sure.
Definitely.
Is there a specific type? I know every genre has subgenres within it. So is there a specific type that you guys prefer to perform, or?
Oh, for us, I mean, we kind of incorporate a bunch of different elements. So throwing it under one hat necessarily is not really, it's not really doable, you know, because we're all over the place.
Right.
So, but I mean, if I had to throw it into subgenres per se, I would say doom, sludge rock.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say like slightly experimental. You know, we like to mix our songs like within themselves and kind of have, you know, a vibe for each. So we'll go fast and then we'll go, you know, more mid-tempo and try to just blend it in a way that, you know, feels unique to itself. So
Try to keep it interesting.
yeah.
Okay. Now, you guys say you guys have only had the band for a little over a year now. But like I said, you guys went to New York and you guys did some pretty
Yeah.
extraordinary things up there. Tell me about that a little bit.
Yeah, that was a blast. We got to record and just hang out and stuff over a weekend. But we went to Converse Rubber Track Studios with Will Putney. He was the producer. And he definitely has a huge background of just metal, you know, just subgenres of metal just being covered in all sorts of different projects. He's super insightful. He was really fast about just helping us, give us a direction and just like helping us figure little stuff out, you know, little intricacies with like solos and stuff. So he was just a blast
He was really
to work
on
with.
top of it.
Yeah.
He worked very effectively, I would say. He would make edits very, very quick, and I mean, we just kept rolling pretty much.
Yeah,
And
he made it sound good, you know?
Yeah.
It was just, you know, that pro sound that you only imagine, and then it's just analog. All you gotta do is plug in, and he just starts messing with the soundboard, and it's just automatic. It was just crazy. So
Yeah.
that was probably the coolest part, just watching him work with us. you know?
Awesome.
Yeah.
So while you're up there, did you meet any other, maybe some idols or maybe some people you
We
really look up
did.
to?
We actually did.
Yeah.
There was a band we got to see, or that we wanted to see that Friday night that we recorded the first day. They were actually in the studio while we were recording.
Oh, wow.
And
They approached us, and it's this band called Russian Circles. Have you
Okay.
ever heard of them?
I haven't. I
They're-
have to
they're
look
pretty
into
cool.
them a little bit.
Yeah. They're
yeah,
pretty
they're
cool.
instrumental. They're pretty like just massive sounding, really. I wouldn't say orchestral, but they're like modern rock's kind of like, you know, big explosion sort of
Pretty
band.
much.
I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, just
Yeah.
really impactful. So
Yeah,
it
very
just seeing
dynamic.
them and like them saying like, oh, you guys sound cool. You know, it's just, you know, mind blowing. I don't even know how to grasp it. You know, like we were
Yeah.
just laughing about it like a week after, just like can't believe it happened. It's just too real. It's just crazy.
Awesome.
Because members from that band have played in just some awesome bands that we know.
Yeah.
I mean, the bass player specifically is like a guy in metal music who I look up to very much so, and huge influences on us. And it was just really crazy to just, we were just sitting down eating a meal, and they walked up and they were like, hey, are y'all recording in the other room? And we're like, yeah, man. And we knew who they were, obviously, but they were just like, yeah, sounds really good. It was a really crazy, like, full circle moment, I thought. Yeah.
Definitely.
Awesome.
It was cool.
Now, Luke, what do you play? What instrument do you play?
So I play bass and do some vocals.
Okay. About how long have you been playing bass?
I started in 2007, so I guess 9 years
9
to
years.
make it. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been in quite a few other bands, and this is definitely the best one I've ever been in. So
Awesome.
I
Connor, how
concur.
about you? What do
I've
you
been
play?
playing guitar for around, I would say 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And I've taken lessons for 3 years wasn't my thing exactly, even though he was a great teacher. I just kind of fell out of it and started just jamming and doing my own thing, you know, doing different bands. And this one's just awesome. I don't know how to, you know, quantify it more than that. So.
Yeah.
So you guys not like newbies at these, you know, musical
Right,
things.
I wouldn't
you guys,
say, yeah.
You guys have been in it for a minute. Now with that also, I know you guys are also taking classes as well, doing school. Kind of explain that to me. I guess we can start with you, Luke, and then we can go to Connor. How's balancing school and this lifestyle? Is it difficult?
It's really not as hard as you'd think.
No?
Because, I mean, we have a set day to jam every week. It's Sundays. So that doesn't interfere with really school at all. And we'll have the occasional show during the week. And on those days, you know, I kind of have to make some sacrifices, either going to class like extremely tired or just skip it. And, you know, I don't skip it that much. I don't skip it that much, but...
They're not bad students, guys. Make sure we get that now.
Don't condone skipping.
Yeah, for the record. But no, I mean, like, yeah, it's not super hard. And yeah, just being, because I'm in a semi-creative major, it's production.
Okay.
And being in that sort of creative field, learning about creative techniques and stuff like that, it keeps all that stuff really fresh. And honestly, it's cool to apply my major to what I'm doing with Yashira, because I've made a few videos for us and stuff like that. So yeah, it's rad though. It's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Connor?
I am currently in school for a Bachelor's of Fine Arts. I do a lot of drawing in my free time and stuff, but I'm getting more into painting and hopefully into printmaking after school. I definitely want to just find a way to work in a studio, but I mean, just learning all the things I've learned here, it's just like a career you have to adjust for, so to speak, and just like go with the flow. I've had an awesome, array of professors and just like advice, that they've given me. So I've loved my time here, and I think I've learned a lot. I think that a lot of people can learn a lot here just from, the art department to, I've seen sculpture do a lot. I've seen, ceramics are awesome. So again, it's just fun to be here. There's a lot to be offered, and I've just enjoyed it. And I graduate this year, so
awesome.
I'll probably miss it.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
I know that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm very grateful. I'm very excited, definitely.
So for the band as a whole, obviously this was a great milestone, but I'm sure you guys have your sights set on other things.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Within the next few years, what do you see?
In the next few years?
Yeah, let's do about 2-year time span.
2 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually really tough. Because everything that's happening with the band is, to me, it's all very unpredictable.
Okay.
Because like I said before, I've never really been in a good band before. I mean, I've been in awesome bands, but never a professional band. You know what I mean?
Right.
So having people that want to work with us all the time is really crazy. It's just really nuts, and a lot of doors get open whenever we just play shows or whatever. We meet a lot of people. I think we're pretty good at networking and stuff like that. So 2 years, man, I don't even know. I would say, me personally, my goal is to be on a really sick record label. We have a few in mind, and on tour, just touring it out constantly if we could. That's my ideal thing, and recording music along the way, putting it out. I just want to do it full time, basically. Okay. Yeah, be in a position where I can do it full time, make money, pay rent, and just, I don't know, keep doing it.
When you guys went up to New York and you were working with the producer, did he kind of give you that feel like you really feel like you can do that? You're at a position where...
He kind of did, yeah. He really, he seemed open to just working with us in the future. He seemed open to helping us out in terms of finding a label. Just the vibe that we got, and actually talking to him about, specific things really helped us gauge ourselves kind of. And the week before we went there, we were recording already pre-production kind of stuff for our new full length, which we don't have a set studio date to finish it or a set time that we're going to release, but that's why meeting him and being able to do that really opened us, to the idea of recording with him maybe for, the final product, and hearing how the song that we did with him is going to come out will hopefully just, further that confidence, I guess, so.
Yeah, when we get it back, it's going to be a pretty crazy moment because when we left, we were given 16 hours in the studio, and we stayed over an hour and a half past our time, and he was cool with it. He just, let it ride, and we finished up everything that we needed to do. But, dang, where was I going with that? Yeah, I completely lost track of where I was going.
He was super on point in terms of like finishing things and like being just, I don't know, productive in his time because it wasn't his studio and he had to come in and figure things out and work with the studio, not manager per se, but assistant. And so just figuring things out on the fly, and we even had a couple like technical issues with our gear, so he had to work around that, and that made it a little longer. But in the end, it was like that magic feeling, like it's done, like we did it in the time
That's
frame.
where I was going with that. Yeah. It's just like when we heard like the tracks completely raw, just everything that we had recorded right before we left. It was like the best sounding thing that we've ever had.
Like unmixed, just straight in. It was like, wow, we didn't know we sounded like that. So, it was cool.
So he didn't really touch it at all when we heard it the last time. But, we're waiting now for him to mix it all up, get it mastered. He'll send it back to us. At that point in time, it's going to be really crazy because it's just going to sound like way better than it did. But it already sounded like amazing. So it's like, I can't even like conceive of how good it's going to sound. Like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Last thing I kind of want to touch up on, for all the people who are interested in your music or fans and whatnot who are already following you, what's your schedule like for the next little bit? You got any big events coming up, any upcoming shows?
Yeah, we got a bunch of shows coming up. So I think our next one is out in Gainesville. Okay. We're playing there on the 27th.
Yeah, a week from now.
Yeah, a week from now. And that'll be really cool. It's like, have you heard of Fest in Gainesville?
I have, actually.
You have? Yeah. So this is the weekend of Fest, and this is the show that we're playing. We're just going to be kicking off that weekend. So it's going to be packed. We're playing at a really cool venue in Gainesville. Yeah. Going to be partying. It's going to be a great time. Awesome. So I'm really stoked on that one. The next show after that is what?
We're actually playing Election Night also.
Really?
That's right.
Yes,
that's right,
November 8th at Nighthawks, which is a newer venue that we played at a month ago or a few weeks ago. And so that will be awesome too. That's with two out-of-town bands. One's from Salt Lake called Cult Leader, and then the other band, Car Bomb, they're getting pretty good publication and stuff right now. So, and they're really good. They're crazy. So that should be a fun show. And then, just, a few shows on and off. Wormfest, that's in late November. And then after
that's in
that.
Jacksonville, too.
Yeah, that's in Jacksonville. And then in December, we're playing an Orlando Fest called Florida is Loud. And that's going to be with a bunch of, like, grindcore, metal, punk, hardcore. So a big mixture of, underground stuff. Okay. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we honestly don't have any bad shows coming up. So they're all.
No, they're all exciting.
Worth checking out.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we'll make sure in the story we'll tag along social media pages, that kind of stuff, so that way people can keep track of you guys, kind of, reach out to you and everything like that, so that way they can figure out everything. I just want to thank you guys again for your time. It's great having you on here. You guys are doing amazing things, really putting UNF on the board and whatnot in different ways.
We hope so. Trying.
I think it's awesome. So that's going to be it for us, guys. This is Spinnaker Media again, signing off. Hey,